I'm Samantha Fransmeyer.
I'm Natalie.
And I'm Olive.
And we're going to be talking about cats and dogs and horses. Alright. According to the American Pet Product Association's website, 67% of American households own a pet. Thus, one has to ask, which is the best pet? Most people would argue that dogs, cats, or horses make the best pet. I would argue that cats make the best pet. This is because all three of these animals, this is because cats are specifically safer, cheaper, and easier to maintain. Although all three pets are safe, cats are the safest. According to a journal article by Dr. Esposito, dogs are much more likely to bite than cats. Furthermore, horses are much more dangerous than cats because they can cause riding accidents. For example, according to a study by the American Orthopedic Surgeons, 48,000 people were hospitalized in 2017 due to horse-related injuries. Cats are also much cheaper than dogs and horses. For example, the American Pet Products Association website states that overall cat goods and services annually cost much more than dog goods and services. Furthermore, according to the University of Maine, a survey found that overall horses were extremely expensive compared to cats and dogs. Finally, cats are easier to maintain than dogs or horses. For example, according to Stephanie Watson from WebMD, cats are easier to house train because you can litter train them. Likewise, horses are much more difficult to maintain, as according to the Humane Society of the United States website, horses have specific needs such as daily exercise, hoof maintenance, and anti-parasite regimens. Despite these reasons, some people think that horses or dogs still make better pets because they have particular health benefits. However, I would still argue that cats make better pets because these health benefits can either be reproduced in cats or are simply not worth the cost. So, you can go back. So, for example, cats have similar mental health benefits to dogs. For instance, studies by Dr. Wagner and the Mental Health Foundation of the United Kingdom found that cats can be a source of comfort and well-being. So, meanwhile, although horses are favored due to their physical therapy abilities, this physical therapy from horses isn't really worth it because normal physical therapy costs much less. For example, according to the University of Maine, horses cost about $4,000 per year, while according to Physical Therapy Central website, regular physical therapy costs about $3,000 per year. So overall, cats are safer, cheaper, and easier to maintain. While some people might argue that other pets, such as dogs and horses, might have health benefits, cats are still better because they have these health benefits can either be reproduced in cats or are simply not worth the cost. So overall, cats make the best pet.
I think dogs are the best pet because their health benefits and companionship are unbeatable. And just one of the health benefits that dogs have is helping owners for years after having a heart attack. According to Friedman and Thomas, patients who own dogs were far less likely to die in a year following a heart attack than patients with no pet to go home to. Dogs also make great therapy animals and emotional support animals. As therapy animals, dogs have been shown to reduce children's blood pressure. Friedman proved that children's blood pressure, both resting and reading out loud, was lower when a dog was present. And as emotional support animals, dogs change people's moods almost instantly. There was a study done at a college, and when students entered the room, they were quiet and somewhat tentative. And once they were handed some treats to offer the dogs, their moods changed significantly, and students were playing with animals much more happy. And then lastly, I think dogs are a lot more friendly than cats or other animals or pets. They just like to be around people more, and even when you're sad or something, they know when you're sad and they try to come cheer you up. I think dogs are better than cats because like you can't like put a price on the health benefits. Like you don't walk a cat every day, like you get the health benefits from walking a dog. And dogs are a lot cheaper than having a horse. The horses cost around $4,000 a year, which is very expensive to maintain and put that much money into it every year.
Did you know that owning a horse can actually improve your quality of life? Horses allow individuals to build trust, respect, communication skills, and self-confidence. The skills acquired by having a relationship with a horse can vastly improve one's mental well-being and be transferable to other aspects of their life. Some people prefer cats or dogs, but horses are a pet that can provide tremendous benefit to one's mental and emotional health, be a great therapy tool, and create a sense of responsibility within their own. Research has shown for many years that animals have great health benefits. According to Psychology Today, horses respond a lot to feeling when it comes to interaction. The relationship between horses and humans can be an emotional mirror. Psychology Today also states horses help people identify their feelings, especially addicts and people who struggle with PTSD. This is part of what makes them such great therapy animals. The Professional Association of Therapeutic Horsemanship is a nonprofit that was created in 1969. This nonprofit has helped over 69,000 children and adults, including more than 6,700 veterans worldwide. One example is a case study that was done by Hannah Bergen on disabled adults in riding therapy. One patient had suffered a stroke and was left paralyzed on her left side. This led to severe depression and suicidal thoughts. At the beginning of the study, the woman rated her self-esteem and confidence on a 1 on a scale from 1 to 10. Halfway through the study, when it was recorded again, she had rated it a 5. She noted riding therapy had increased her confidence and inspired her to do new things and take on new challenges she wouldn't have prior to horse therapy. Another benefit to owning a horse is the building of character and increased sense of responsibility. Owning a horse comes with a lot of work when it comes to feeding, grooming, and exercise. This teaches an individual how to show up in a healthy way and care for another being. One of the most common arguments against horses is how costly they are, but the benefits they bring may be worth the price tag. In comparison to cats, there's a lot more physical activity and exercise involved with horses, which directly improves the owner's health. In comparison to dogs, which are also known for their great benefit on mental health, the way these animals interact with humans is very different. According to an article by Victoria Stilwell, dogs work off of a command system, while horses are more so equals with humans and respond by sensing their feelings and reflecting them. Like any luxury in life, it comes down to a matter of value. If an individual is looking for a pet with a long lifespan and many emotional and physical benefits and have a little extra space, a horse would be a great option.